Oh, hi there. If you are watching this for free, then just a brief introduction. You'll notice that this is one of those videos that I'm sharing straight from the paid course. So you may see that we reference things that we've talked about in the theory portion of the course, and we take those theoretical principles and put them into practice. That's what we're doing, showing you how to do something. And for a more complete explanation of how we do things, sign up, join the team. All right. Introduction over. Putting things into order, one thing at a time. I've got an organizational template, my standard ordering template. And if I had 3 of each kind, I probably would have gone ahead and visually taken an inventory of K and L and W are all circles, and then Z and Y and T are all squares. But with only 2 of them that are, what are the circles? I don't even remember. Because it doesn't matter. Oh, they're going to be recorded. With only 2 of them as circles, it just didn't make sense to put that many boxes. And I only point that out to say, with rule 4 or with rule 1, space 4 is not recorded. Putting a box there made it simple. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to say about this except for it's worth taking the extra few seconds to do this all together now, as we'll see when we get to, I don't remember, question 19, hint, hint. All right, question 18 is a global accounting question. First rule, that 4th one can't be recorded, but in answer choice E, it's L. L's recorded. It can't be 4th. Get rid of answer choice E. Second, the 5th one must be recorded, but in answer choice C, Zen is 5th, and Zen's not recorded. Get rid of that weak sauce. The 3rd rule, W has to be before both K and L, but in answer choice A, K is before W. That is not right. 5th rule, K has to be before T, but in answer choice B, wait a minute. No, I skipped the rule. 4th rule, K is before T, but we don't have a problem with that. That's why I skipped it. 5th rule, Z is before Y, and in answer choice B, Y is before Z. That's wrong. Get rid of it. That leaves us with only answer choice D, which is there in my diagram. I'll take the directive questions next. How about question 21? If K is immediately before Y. Okay, so again, as with that earlier game, I'm going to step outside of my diagram. K is immediately before Y. Z is before Y. W is before K. And since K is not 4th, I've got to have at least 2 things after K. Yeah? So 2 things before, 2 things after, which tells us where K goes. I mean, after the KY block. Not 2 things after K. 2 things after the KY block. KY. That would be a good name for a jelly. L will go here. W and Z in some order here. And T will go here. Oh, I could have added that at the beginning from my rules. Whoops. The only thing I don't know is who is first. What were we asked? What could be true? Zen is second. Sure. First or second. All right. I guess I'll take 22 because it gives me the tiniest little bit of direction. Yoshida could be. Well, I have seen Yoshida be 6th, and I've seen Yoshida be 4th. Give me one of those as an answer choice B. Question 19. What cannot be second? What cannot be second? T. T cannot be second. T has 2 things in front of her. And sure enough, answer choice is C. All right, then question 20. What could be 6th? Who could be 6th? Not W, not K, not L, not Z. T. T could be 6th. This is why we do this all together. That leaves only question 23, the substitution question. The first part of that is to get rid of anything that does not have to be true, remember. Yeah. Other people might call that first answer choice A. A. Z is the only one that can be earlier than W. You know what? that's been true so far in every little bit of work that I've seen. Maybe that's our answer. W is before or after Z. Again, true so far on the little bit of work I've got. W is before L. That's been true so far. D, W is first or second. That's been true so far. And E, the first addition, is not recorded. And that has certainly always been true. So that's the first prong of our attack, and that was not fruitful at all in this. But remember, there have been other games where that first plan by itself was enough to get us all the way to the right answer. All right, we have to pull out the second prong of attack, and the second prong actually requires that I talk about the rule that we're substituting for, and the rule is that W is before the recorded album. So this is the rule that we're negating. All right, so this rule is no longer in play. Now I want to know if one of these answer choices is a substitute for that rule. And the way to do that will be to make, now we've tested the first half of it. When the rule was true, the answer choices had to be true. These answer choices all passed that first half. Let's test the second half. If the answer choice is true, then the rule, the old rule, must also be true. This is the way that works. Answer choice A, Z is the only one that can be before W. If that's true, if Z is the only one that can be before W, then good golly. If Z is before W, then K and L have to be after W. There is no way to make answer choice A true without also making this rule 3 true. A is the same as rule 3. Contrast that against these other answer choices now that we know must be wrong. Answer choice B, W is either immediately before or after Z. Let's make that true and make that false. W is before or after Z. Let's make it right before Z and keep all the other rules the same. So Z is before Y, but let's make this false. There's one way we could do it, right? Now, answer choice B is true. W is immediately before or after Z, but our old rule is false, so B is not the same. It is not a substitute for the old rule. Answer choice C, W is before L. Look, that's true here, but rule 3 is false. Answer choice C can be true while the old rule is false. Answer choice C is not a substitute. Get rid of it. Answer choice D, weight is either first or second. Once again, that's true here in the work I've already done. Answer choice D is true while old rule is false. D is not the same as the old rule. It is not a substitute for the old rule. Get rid of it. Answer choice E, the first audition cannot be recorded. Okay, well here it is recorded. Let's see if we can make that true. First one can't be recorded, and make this one false. Trying to make that false. First one's not recorded. Okay, all my other rules are true. Z is before Y, K is before T, but look, rule 3 is false. The first one, we could say it's not recorded, and that's not the same as this, because answer choice E is true while this is false. So answer choice E is not the same as, it is not a substitute for our old rule. That's why it's not the answer. And that's how we deal with substitution questions. And that's the end of this game, and that's the end of this section.